So, fun fact, I filmed approximately 12 minutes of this video only to discover I was doing it on the wrong SD card and nothing saved. Yay! Hey guys, it's Charlotte and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am doing my long-awaited USC Q&A. Yes, these questions were sent to me 4 months ago, and yes, I'm just answering them now. Basically, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions for you guys about college and just kind of tie it into my personal USC experience. If you guys have any more questions related to this whatsoever, feel free to comment them down below and I will try my best to answer all of them. We're just going to go ahead and get started. First question, how did you decide on your major? I am currently majoring in chemical engineering with an emphasis in polymers and materials. Yes, it is just as fun as it sounds. I knew I wanted to do some form of engineering just because I really liked math and science and I've always been a nerd. The way that I decided on that specific type was because high school Charlotte, for whatever reason, really wanted to go into product development, specifically making skincare and cosmetics. I still would want to do it. It's a way of combining something that I love with something that would be practical. So I'm still looking into going this route, and that's kind of why I'm sticking with it, even though I may not be the best chemical engineer. Okay, the next question kind of ties into this. Did my parents influence my choice when I chose my major? I would definitely say that they influenced my choice, but I don't necessarily think it was a bad thing. I kind of took what I thought my parents would want me to do with what I thought I'd be good at, with what I liked, and just kind of melded it all together. And this is what I'm doing now. Still not 100% sure, but hey. College. Next up, how do I feel about joining Greek? I am extremely opinionated on this subject, and I will be more than glad. In fact, I plan to do a Rush experience video. I went through formal Rush when I first came to school, and to put it simply, I hated every second of it. So yeah, I will be glad to do a video about exactly what went down during that week. But on the other hand, I did end up going Greek to some degree. I ended up joining a professional frat because I'm so frat. I'm in Theta Tau. So I did go Greek in some sense, but I joined a professional engineering fraternity. Don't know if that's the same deal. And I'm gonna tie this into the next question. What is the most unexpected thing that you don't like about college / my college? So I really don't have any specific complaints about USC just because I love it so much, nor about college. But the one thing that I was kind of surprised about in like USC terms was Greek life and just kind of the atmosphere. I'm not gonna go into detail because I do want to make a video about this in detail, but I thought I really wanted to go to a school that had a huge Greek community because I was so sure that I wanted to rush and be in a sorority because I really felt like that was me. And to some degree, like, I could see that being me, but like, now I'm not so sure. But yeah, I would say like the biggest downside is the fact that it is so Greek centered. And I guess it depends on who you talk to. But most people will agree, like, at least when you're a freshman, everybody wants to either be in Greek life or, like, if you're going out on the weekend, it has to do with Greek life and things like that. And it's great if you're a part of it, but if you're not, you really, like, can feel like you're on the outside. So that was kind of one thing that really brought me down, I would say, just like right off the bat, right after Rush happened, first week of school and all that. Best advice I received before going into university. This is stupid and cheesy, but I wrote myself a letter before I went off to college. I wrote it at the beginning of summer and I told myself to open it the day before that I left. Of course, I forgot to do that. I didn't open it until Thanksgiving when I came back home. Basically, what I'd said in it was, this is your chance. Like, you've been given such an opportunity, and I was so grateful to have gotten into USC and to be allowed to go to USC. And I just, like, told myself, You've got one shot here. You gotta give it all that you got. Just knowing that like you put in everything that you could and it could not have like turned out any better. Stop this! I'm filming a video! Everybody, this is my dog, Haley. She's very cute and she's very hyper, so I'm just gonna hold her in my lap during this so that she doesn't run away. Alright, next up, what has been the biggest lesson or change this first year of college? I've just finished up my first year of college, really sad, it goes by so quickly. I think just like the biggest lesson is similar to like the piece of advice that I told myself going into it, and I don't know if I really took it to heart. It's basically like I learned how important I am. Like, how I am at the school to better myself and for myself. And it may sound selfish, but at the same time, like, I really don't think it is. Like, you are trying to be the best version of you that you can be, and I'm just preaching here, but like, I have really learned to just focus on myself and to do things for me. Recently, I deleted all my social media except YouTube. I can make a video about it if you want me to, but I did that. I've like started going to the gym. I've started like working on like school more, and just like this school year has put everything in perspective about how people like just cannot treat you badly. You need to stop letting other people affect you. So that was my first thing. I realized how important school is and how I really need to focus on grades above anything else. I realized just like how important the friendships that you have are, and how you need to know what is better for you. Like, who do you want to hang on to? Who from high school are you going to keep in touch with? Who's going to keep in touch with you? Going to college really like shows you that. And then just your new friends, like what relationships are important to you, which ones matter. So it really just like put everything in perspective for me, and I have to say that I am definitely not the same person that I was a year ago. So my last question, I guess, to kind of end it all was, how was my freshman year in college so far? And I feel like I've said this a million times throughout this video, but it was amazing. I would relive every second of it, but like everything that I did, I have no regrets, and I fell in love with that school. And the fact that I only have 3 years left, like, I know that's such a long time, but high school went by in a second, and I know college is gonna go by just as fast, and then I'm gonna be in the real world and I'm gonna be an adult, and I just like, it's a lot. So I loved it, just like, to put it simply. Hope all of you guys enjoyed me just preaching and rambling and talking about how much I love USC. That is basically it for today's video. If you guys have any more questions about USC or anything else in general, feel free to leave them down below. If you have any video ideas because your girl is struggling, also leave those down below. And I think that's it. So I will see all of you guys next time for my next video.